Why are you numbing? Why are you numbing yourself? Why am I numbing myself? Why do we numb ourselves? Well, first of all, by numbing, I mean misuse of alcohol, of class A, or maybe losing yourself in hours and hours of porn, or perhaps overeating, just keep on ramming stuff in there even though you're not hungry. These are all ways that we can numb ourselves and stop us from feeling, experiencing the emotions that are underlying that desire to adopt a numbing behavior. So if we talk about what's going on underneath the behavior, it's there are emotions. When the emotions arise in us as men, of course, we're not conditioned to deal with emotions. So what we find is that from a very early age, we are taught that we should not be sitting with our emotions. We are not shown, we are not given a safe space as young boys, as young men. We're not given safe spaces to sit and be and process our emotions. So what happens is that over the years of not processing our emotions, when they arise in later years, because we don't know what to do with them, we suppress them with numbing behaviors. We want to numb it all out. We don't want to go there because we don't know how to deal with it. And as young men, I'd like to think that things have changed. I think I see more positive father images than the ones that I had when I was around in my generation. And definitely for my generation, we didn't see a whole lot of positive images of masculinity, of men that were able to sit with their emotions, and men who were able to process them and express themselves freely. Definitely not something we saw. So this is kind of all built up as to why today a lot of men, especially of a certain age, when emotions start arising, they feel that they need to numb those feelings rather than actually to sit with them. I'm guessing that you know the numbing is not getting rid of the root cause, and you will always be in these patterns of behaviors until you address those root causes. Difficult as it may sound, what you might need to do, gently, gently, in the right circumstances, if you have the right support around you, is that you could potentially, instead of numbing the feeling when it arises, whenever you feel like going for a glass of whiskey or whatever it is to numb the pain, or whenever you feel like doing a line or a snort or whatever it is that you do, this is a big one. Consider the feeling that is arising that is making you want to adopt that behavior. And what you will have to do is actually let that feeling arise, let the emotion arise, and sit with it. Let it arise without trying to push it aside. Because when you're pushing it aside, you're going to give it more force, more power. Let it in. Feel it. Feel whatever it is that's coming up. Again, in a safe space. If you need someone to be around you at this time, make sure you've got someone around you. If you need me, let me know. But you need to sit with that feeling that is making you feel uncomfortable. Whatever it is, you have to sit with the feeling of being uncomfortable. And the more you sit with being uncomfortable, the less uncomfortable that feeling will become. So to recap, number one, know that numbing is a coping mechanism. It's a behavior that you have adopted. Number two, know that the reason why you've adopted this coping mechanism is because as a young boy, as a young man, as young boys, as young men, we are not shown safe ways in which to process our emotions. Instead, we're just told that we shouldn't be looking at them at all. So that's why we developed these mechanisms. And then number three, what you can do is When you are accessing these emotions that you feel you can't process, instead of going for a glass of tequila, what you could do is sit with whatever emotion is coming up. Don't even try to identify it. Just sit with that feeling of being uncomfortable. Sit and be uncomfortable with that feeling. That's the first way to get to know what it is that's actually underlying, what it is that's boiling up and trying to get your attention.